Hey everybody, Tony George from DocSports.com. Yes, it's Tuesday, and yes, it is the annual weekly uh, opening line report in the NFL. I have not looked at a single line. Um, Had a bad Sunday, one with the Giants on Monday night. I decided to go out yesterday and take a break from the monotony, with the NBA, Major League Baseball, college and pro football. We're getting ready for college basketball, which tips off November 9th. Brain gets a little overloaded. Coming off a bad Sunday, as I mentioned, we got our asses handed to us on Sunday. I tell it like it is. I don't pull any punches with you guys, ever. But at the end of the day, here we are, and we're talking about week 9. So bear in mind that this is raw, candid, and just initial reactions, not handicapped. Just giving you my initial thoughts out of the gate before I really delve into these games deeply here over the next 56 hours. But at the end of the day here, it's just me and you taking a piss over a fence post, having a cup of coffee out of my Doc's coffee mug, just shooting the breeze about what we think about this upcoming week's action in the NFL. And we'll have a better week for you. So that being said, let's get to it. Let me pull up my live odds here, see what we got going on. And the Thursday night game, the Colts, let me move this over here. The Colts at home, Jets opening 14.5. Oh, really? And Jets in 44. Now it is 10.5 and 46. You've got a 10 at the win here in Vegas right now. The Colts are a good team. Now, I had the Colts on the money line this weekend, and Carson Wentz did the old thing Carson Wentz does. He's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion. He turns it over. He makes bad decisions. He forces the ball. Colts got a good team. They got a good offensive line. They got a 3 deep running back. They got wide receivers can make big plays. They've got an average to maybe a slightly above average defense. Jets just pulled off the upset of the century, knocked out 751 people in the Circus Survivor contest. Good for me. I would have liked to see the Giants win last night against my Chiefs. Knocked out, what was it, 800 and... It was over 800 guys that were on Cincinnati and the Survivor, and over 700 guys on the Chiefs last night, and I bet they were sweating that out, huh? I could only take the Jets. Miami, Houston. Wow. 7 and 45 was the opener, 6.5, 46. With Miami's defense, how's Houston going to score? Miami in a teaser for sure, and I take a look at the under. Denver at Dallas. Dallas 7.5. Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush gets it done. Dak's coming back this week, by the way, so they're playing with Dak. They went from 7.5 and 49 to 10 and 49.5. Denver with a pedestrian win against Washington, where Washington's defense has just been stinking up the entire joint. The only man, he's 17 against them. Von Miller traded to the Rams. Hello. Wow. Wow. Should have traded their coach. Dallas in a teaser. Get them under 6 and 7. I'm willing to lay 4 with them there. Minnesota, Baltimore. Minnesota at Baltimore. Mike Zimmer is going to get his butt coached off in this game. Baltimore minus 6, 49.5. Now they're down to 5.5, 49.5. I don't like laying 5.5 in the NFL. Bad number. We're betting into numbers, not games. That looks too easy to take Baltimore off a bye week after getting their butt whipped. So conventionally, you just put everything aside and slow your mind down and go, is Baltimore touchdown better than Minnesota? Yeah. Harbaugh better coach? Yeah. Jackson a better quarterback than Cousins? Well, because of his running ability, yes. Minnesota, Zimmer's, they're going to show him the exit door pretty quick. I don't have any opinion on that one yet, honestly. New England, Carolina. New England opened up 2.5 and 44.5 on the road at the Panthers. Now they're 4 and 41.5. Carolina got a win last week. New England had all kinds of issues with the charges. But, Belichick's got the whole playbook figured out against, well, what Sam Darnold did as many times he played against him when he's at the Jets in division play. They'll know how to get to him. I could only win New England, but that number, boy. Sure like to see that on 3. Buffalo at Jacksonville. Oh, boy. Buffalo 10.5 and 49.5 was the open. And now they're 14.5 and 48.5. Let me ask you a question. Urban Meyer, does he want to get fired? Seriously. What's the LSU and USC jobs looming? Gets fired, what's he walk away with? $20, $30 million? How do you have a team off a bye week play that bad? Looked like they had no game plan, no direction. That's just a poorly coached football team. Buffalo kill them. I'm not laying 14.5 in the NFL. I'm not going to do it. Wish I had Buffalo in my survivor pool, I can tell you that. I don't have anything to do with it. You could probably tease Buffalo down there. Maybe take the under. But you could tease Buffalo down to 8.5, and on 2-team 6-point teaser, they'll probably cover that. They'll win by at least 10, but I'm not laying double digits in the NFL. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Oh, here we go. 3 and 45. Cincinnati favored 3, total 45. Now it is 46.5 and 3, -3 even. Consensus. Both of them coming off losses. Cincinnati, wow. Backup quarterback for the Jets. Shredded you. They needed a third stringer coming in there making plays against you. I could only take Cleveland. Vegas Giants. Vegas at the Giants. G-men, if it wasn't for an offsides penalty, would have beat Kansas City last night. Beat Saints on the road. They pounded Carolina. Should have beat Kansas City. I mean, I had them against Kansas City, but Vegas opened up 2.5, total 47.5. Now it is Vegas -3 and 47. The Giants' offense is so inept. I'd look at under there. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans, life without Jameis Winston. Life without Drew Brees. Life without Taysom Hill. Trevor Siemian, the old Bronco quarterback, who got it done against Tom Brady and company and didn't look bad doing it. 5.5, 45.5 is the open. Saints at home in the Dome, -6, 42.5. New Orleans in a teaser to pick them. Chargers at Philly. Chargers -3. Total 50 was the open. That was -1.5. 50.5. So there's buy sign on Philadelphia now that they beat the Lions. Everybody's beating the Lions. That win just covered up a lot of things that still haunt them. 50. I look at the under in that one at 50.5. Green Bay at Kansas City. Here we go. Kansas City opened up 2.5, 53.5. And now Green Bay is -1 and 55.5. Aaron Rodgers against that defense. Kansas City's turned the ball over on 24% of their possessions. That and a quarter won't even get you a cup of coffee. You can't beat the Jets doing that. You can't beat any. You'd be lucky to beat Jacksonville turning the ball. Jacksonville probably the one team you could turn it over 3 or 4 times against and still beat them in Arrowhead. Yeah, just refreshed. Let me see if that changed any. Yep. You can give the ball to Aaron Rodgers more times than he deserves. You're going to get your butt whipped. I'm telling you that. Aaron Rodgers against that defense, come on. And Mahomes isn't getting the ball downfield. Defensive coordinators have figured out Kansas City's attack. Just like last night, they're daring them to run the ball. And this Gore didn't look bad. Williams didn't bad. Hilaire's still out. Mahomes looks like he's frustrated, but they dink and dunk. Now they're throwing short passes, and teams are setting their safeties back 15 yards and said, we're not going to let Hill and Hardman get loose deep. We're going to make you earn it chunk by chunk by chunk, and it frustrates Kansas City, but that's where their offense is going to be. And Green Bay's defense is sneaky good. Arizona, San Francisco. Arizona -3 and 47 on the road. They already beat San Francisco in a low-scoring game. Now they're 2.5, 46.5, Arizona. Tennessee at the Rams. Sorry, Tennessee. You're done. You're done. I saw you have 300 rushing attempts so far this year, and 220 of them went to Henry. He's gone. They had to go find Adrian Peterson stocking shelves at Lowe's or whatever. Who knows what he was doing? They dust the cobwebs off him and stick him in there. It's not the same running back as Derrick Henry. Just because that offensive line is built to pass block, Tennessee finds ways to win. Rams opened up at 4.52, and now it's 7.5 and 54. I'm not sold on the Rams just because they beat the hell out of Houston. That's a big hit for the Tennessee, though. You know what? Rams in a teaser. Get them down to 1.5. Call it the day. I mean, Tennessee's got some weapons. You know, wide receiver, they may have to just switch their... It depends on how Tennessee modifies their offensive game plan and schemes. You got a couple of really good wide receivers. You got a good quarterback. Peterson's going to be serviceable. You got a decent tight end. You got a good head coach. Your defense is playing better. I do Rams in a teaser, but I wouldn't lay the 7.5 with them. You know, I wouldn't throw the baby out with the bathwater when it comes to Tennessee. In Monday Night Football, Chicago at Pittsburgh. And by the way, that Tennessee Rams game is the NBC late game. Chicago at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh opened up 40.5, and now it is 6.5 and 40. Oh, man. You could use Pittsburgh in a teaser somewhere to get them down to 1. Do 2 primetime late night game teaser. Rams down to -1.5 and Pittsburgh down to -0.5. Chicago in primetime. Man. I hate to lay 6.5 on a Monday night. I really do. You don't know what you're going to get with Chicago. I mean, they're just Steelers off a big win. Want to take a look at that and see who they have on deck, all this, that, and the other. But initially, I'd tease them with the Rams for a Sunday, Monday exacta. That's what I would do. Anyway, hey, be sure and get over to Docs. Take advantage of the free $60 and link in the description below. Leave your comments. What you think your best bets are right here. I'll filter out all the porn sites and the competitors coming in, putting links to their website, and the haters with the F-bombs and all that stuff. It's family entertainment. And I'll react to some of your best bets that you see in Week 9. Thanks for tuning in.